world. Welcome to Keeping It 100 podcast, and this is episode 2. And as always, you got D, and I got my day ones with me, my fellas. To the right, we got,
What's going on? It's Jace.
and to the left, we got.
It's Bruce.
And today we're going to talk about something a little hardcore, and that is called porn. No pun intended. Basically, I'm bringing this up to you guys and to everyone that's listening. Also, just a reminder, if you like this episode, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment on the page. Let us know what you think. But the other day, I was on my way going into work, and I was listening to the radio, and there was someone on there talking about porn and what's being searched in different cities, states. What's the top area, top categories?
Yeah, D showed me the list. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think New York was number 1 on the list, and I think their top search was anal. So that means a lot of girls in New York just getting smashed in the ass all day. Florida was,
Or a lot of guys are just searching for that.
or a lot
What
of guys.
does that say about that state?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, there is Rikers Island there too, so that could be another thing. That's a prison, just to let you guys know. But if you didn't know, so but I guess Florida. I think Florida was Ebony. So all my black women out there, peace and love, peace and love.
Love.
And then I think the third was amateur. So it was what anal, Ebony, and amateur, the top 3. So that made me take a step back and do some research, and I wanted to see what was the top search in Florida, and it was actually Latino. But I want to pose this question to you guys: if you guys watch porn, and if you're watching porn, how much porn do you watch?
I definitely can't deny that I don't watch porn. It's hard to say how much do you watch because I don't think that's like I can give you a weekly number. It obviously changes. You know, maybe the wife ain't at home more than some weeks and it goes up. So
It goes up.
It might go up a little bit. Nah, I watch porn. I don't watch it like crazy.
I was kind of shocked by anal being like in the top 2 or 3 of every.
Yeah, I was
city, though.
surprised by that too, because that's I don't see how that's always a thing. I've never been a thing for me in my. I guess in my. I just don't think that that's something that I'm like, oh, let's just do this. Oh, so let me search for. I guess I search for stuff that I want
What
to
you
do.
want to
Because
let's try this position and
right,
find out.
right. So that's the kind of stuff that I search for if I do watch porn.
And that's kind of odd. Positions isn't even a category.
But you can type in
Well,
position.
Yeah, you
I
can
guess
type-
doggy
type
style.
that
You
in.
can talk about doggy style or missionary.
Missionary.
Uh,
Karma, just type in
sitting there,
Karma
anybody
Sutra.
just sitting there watching pile driving and shit. I wonder.
She be on the neck upside down, and you up there doing like a jackhammer position.
Listen, speaking of that, I want to speak because I remember I watched a scene that was just insane. I remember this girl giving this guy head, and I was just like, what the hell? And then this dude wrapped his legs around her head. I don't know if you guys watch
What?
wrestling, but he put her in the crippling crossface. Oh, I don't know if y'all know what that is, but basically if you don't, look it up. You wrap your legs around a person and just basically you're just trying to choke them out. I'm sure it's an MMA move. I just don't know the name of it. But he put it, yeah, and he literally was choking this girl out while she was giving the head. I just remember, I'd never forget her face of like all her makeup, everything coming down her face. She's like crying, and you could tell.
I feel like
She was
anybody
thrown off
watching
by
that,
it.
like in repetition, is a cold blood killer.
No,
Yes.
it threw me off. I was like, I can't even finish this. No pun
Man,
intended on
that's
that.
that damn what's that BDSM or whatever it's called when they restrain them and all that shit,
Oh yeah.
choking them out until they can't breathe, damn near death. I can't get into that. Right
I'm
there.
glad to see that wasn't like top 5, honestly, in all the cities. I'd really start to question America
Right?
at that point.
Like you into some real torture.
Oh, we got some
when it
real
comes
crazy
down to that.
people in this world, so I'm sure there are a lot of people that's looking that kind of stuff up. Because there's some real freaks in this world.
Well, it still gives me hope it wasn't top 5. Just
Yeah, anytime I watch porn, I don't watch a lot of it, but when I do, it's always women with women. Like I'm never in that like let me watch another dude just power drive this girl, or just maybe I just don't want to see a dick hanging in my face the whole entire. Because when you're younger, I guess you just don't see it. But I guess now that I'm older, I'm just like I don't just want to see this dick. And then it's a good chance that I'm watching it on my cell phone. So now that's the only thing that you see just hanging on from the
Right.
cell phone is that this dude dick just hanging while he just
See, I
beating
could
this
say
girl down.
I've watched lesbian porn, but that's not my go-to. I'd have to say Pog for those who don't know what that is, it's fat ass white girl. And point of view, because I like to pretend like I'm the dude behind the girl giving it to her. So, and I can't just watch the dude lay it down and her sit there motionless. She's got to at least pretend to be liking it. Like, oh damn, give it to me.
Right.
That's
right.
it, right there. That's
See,
the spot.
I get that out of women on women. I get that. I see that. I'm like, because I'm turned on by a woman, so I see two women that turn me on double the amount of
Well, I
time.
understand
So
that too, but I just can't visualize. I like to at least visualize me being that guy. I can't wait till reality, like VR porn is actually a huge.
VR,
So
yeah.
it's gonna get there.
Well, no, it's already. If you actually, they have it on the Oculus. If you get the Oculus, you can actually. Plus, Pornhub has a VR on the Oculus where you can actually go to their website and you are actually in VR mode porn.
Well, I know I saw it on the episode
Yeah,
of Fathers, and I was like, "Oh, is this real?"
But I remember listening to somebody. I remember listening to somebody, and they said it was on the Oculus, and they was on VR. But he said when he looked down, he seen a pink penis, so it threw him off. Obviously, he's a black dude, so it threw him off. He was like, I can't do this. I can't. Well, because you become whoever the guy is.
It's
so,
like you're there.
But that is the next step. I mean, VR is definitely going to be the next step, and that's just going to take porn to a whole.
See, when I watched porn, I was more into the reality TV type porn. You know what I'm saying?
All because it's more real.
Yeah, like Playboy had I think it's called Foursome. You know what I'm saying? So that was the type of porn that I was into. All that quick 3 minute, 4 minute.
I mean, in reality, most guys are only watching porn for one thing and one thing only, and you probably only get 2 minutes out of that anyway. And then after that, you're pretty much done.
Well, that's why when you ask how much porn do you watch, it's like, I don't know. How long did it take me to finish? Was it 2 minutes? Was it 15?
See, when I did, or I can't say did, but when I do watch porn, I don't get excited like that. Though. I cannot sit there.
What?
So I don't jack off while watching porn or after porn or anything. I just don't.
So
jack
you
off.
don't masturbate watching porn?
I don't.
That makes zero sense to me because I go in
I honestly
knowing I'm gonna masturbate 5 to 10 minutes before I try to look at
I can't. Like, it's not saying that I can't, but it never. I'll watch it. But then that'll literally be it. I just be
99.9% of men attentions of sitting down and pulling up porn on your phone because there's a good chance that you got some quality time to yourself.
Right.
So the time that
I will hope you do it.
Right. So I will hope so. So if you're gonna sit down with that quality time, because you don't get that much in these day and age.
No, you don't.
your intentions is I'm about to masturbate. I'm jacking off. That's just what it is. How the hell? Then why do you watch porn?
I just like I said, basically for like the reality TV.
So you don't get so you try to watch Love and Hip Hop on porn, huh?
There's a difference.
In a way, I guess you could say that. I guess you could say that.
You try to put yourself in real life mode, like, oh, that I do that right there.
Right. I mean, if you think of it like that, yes, but
that's crazy.
I mean, I remember me and my wife was watching a porn, but I wasn't jacking off. We was.
But are we talking about like porn or like Taxi Cab Confessions or some shit like that from back in the day?
I don't think I even seen the Taxi Cab.
Well, that's big HBO. I always remember the Chappelle show on the Taxi Cab Confessions when Chappelle is getting interviewed and then she was like, "Oh, I like watching gangbang," and then or she says that I've been gangbang. And then
they say, "What's the craziest thing you've ever done?" And she's like, "Well, in college, I was gangbang."
yeah. And then
they go back to Chappelle. It's like, "Well, gangbang over here."
Yeah. That's Taxi Cab Confessions. That's an old HBO show back in the day. But that's crazy to me to think that you watch porn, but you don't actually watch porn to get anything out of it. Because at the end of the day, only time I watch porn, honestly, is to get off. And it's really, honestly, I only do it in the middle of the night. Now, this sounds crazy. I only do it in the middle of the night when I can't sleep.
Well, you know,
I'm trying to get it in when I know I have alone time.
No, man.
No matter what time.
It's literally if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I just literally cannot fall asleep for nothing in the world.
Well, you know, they say it's scientifically proven to whatever it is after you ejaculate is whatever that
calms you.
whatever that shit's called, the scientific word for it, I can't remember what it is, but it help you
calm.
relax
It calms me. It calms like because sometimes it's not all the time, but there are nights where I just cannot sleep for shit. And of course, I'm not gonna just wake my wife up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, I mean, I guess if she hears this, she's probably gonna be like, "Shit, you can." But to me, I'm like, man,
must be nice, Bruce.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, trust me, I get bitched at a lot.
I don't even try anymore.
I don't even
I ain't
try.
worried about it.
I don't even try at 3 o'clock in the morning.
When I'm ready, I get up at that time in the morning.
Oh, well, see, that's why. See,
bring your ass here.
Nah, see, I do it just so it can make me go to sleep because it just always calms me and stops my mind from running. Because think about it, every time you have sex and you get off, what do you do right after that?
You want to lay down.
You want to lay down and you fall asleep, or you get tired. So that's the only time that I actually
relax
do it.
Because after sex, you're probably tired and you need to recoup.
Man, that's
that
cardio.
Depending
on who you are, you know what I'm saying? So that's that cardio.
I don't care who you are. You do it right. You need 5 or 10 minutes.
Man, I'll be telling my wife that too because she always try to get on me like, oh, round two. I'm like, round 2 after 5 minutes. I was like, even in the boxing match. After the round, they get 5 minutes before they go back in the boxing match.
You need at least that 5 minutes.
You need at least the 5
downtown real quick. Hold on, let me get right.
She be thinking you can go right back. I'm like, this is not high school. I mean, this is not when we was back in high school where you could just jump on and then you go right back to it. No, I try to tell her like the shit's sensitive. So give it a couple of minutes. Like,
but I can tell you one thing. But when that round 2 do happen, oh man, that's like an hour long.
Well, then she don't like the round 2.
Exactly.
So
you want the round 2 so bad.
Let's go round 2, but then you don't like the round 2, right? Because then you like then she be like, oh, all right, I'm done. I'm like, no.
That's what you want.
Right. Yeah, because that second nut I always say is the hardest nut to come across. It's hard to get that second nut back.
Well, you gotta have a strong back.
Yeah. That's why I say you gotta make sure she does a majority of the work the second time around.
Yep.
If she's expecting it.
Nah, because that second time around, I got the mentality I'm finna kill this shit now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like that's my first time around. I just gave it all to you. Now you want round 2?
Round 2, you finna get it. That's when you definitely finna feel that.
Well, it all depends. I mean, sometimes in that, because sometimes the first round they put in the work. So you get yours, and then they want to go back. They just want to go back at it because they're still in that mood. Yeah. So now that you already got yours, and now you kind of got that juice.
See, I go in round 1, never expecting a round 2, so I go all out.
See, I don't never expect a round 2. But if it does happen,
I ain't gonna be mad at it. But there are some times where I do say I'm tired. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to the world either.
See, I'm
gonna keep it 100.
I'm just saying, don't expect what you got in round 1 and round 2. You just got it all round 1.
I'm a straight enough.
Nah, that second round, I'm definitely. My mindset is I'm gonna punish it. That's just what it is. I'm gonna go right at it. But to go back to the porn topic, because we got off a little bit on that. But I want to know what you guys.
So I want to say this: you say you only watch it at night, or you only do it at night? Do you have to watch porn to masturbate?
Yeah, I don't think I could just.
You can't just you can't fantasize something in your own
head. I think that's what I could just masturbate.
Because clearly, if you ain't masturbating while watching porn, you have to be able to do it.
I could fantasize. Like my imagination is crazy like that.
Yes, I could probably imagine me, getting ready to that point. But I guess I need to see that visual.
So you can't finish without the help.
I need to see the visual.
Both ways.
I need the visual.
The visual
sometimes
is
nice.
I guess I'm sure that I can, but it seems like we have this little device next to us every day. Why even try to go into that?
I'm just asking because you're saying it at night. If your girl's laying next to you, you rubbing one out while watching porn while she's next to you?
No, I'm not doing it right next to her. That'd be awkward. The bed's moving. I'm sitting there moving. That's gonna wake up. I don't even know if I feel comfortable with her waking up.
You've never done that?
No.
Oh shit, I know I have. Like if you ain't gonna give it to me, you about to.
You better know.
I could have left the room too, and I still didn't.
No, man.
I could honestly say I did that before with my wife. Did it? She I wasn't in the mood, she said. So I sat on the bed. I purposely started jacking on making the bed vibrate, just unnecessary.
Yep.
Just so she could know, like, what the fuck?
I can't honestly say I've done that recently, but
it wasn't recent, but it was just like one of those.
First, that's y'all weird as shit. I cannot. I just cannot sit there and masturbate where her laying right next to me because I know if I'm asleep and I roll over and I see her just playing with, I'm be like, what the. You just gonna do that right next to me? Like you gonna alert me? Give me a heads up.
There's in no world when she's like, if you ain't gonna put out, I'm gonna sit here and do it. You're gonna put out.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna put out, but I'm just saying if it's in the middle of the night, if the rose was in reversal and she has to do that 3 o'clock in the morning to go to sleep, and I wake up in the middle of the night and I see that, it's gonna throw me off, especially if you're in the deep sleep.
Hell, if I wake up and I see my wife playing with herself, I ain't even gonna think nothing of it. It's just gonna be like
you gonna roll over and go back to sleep.
I'm gonna roll over.
I thought he was gonna say.
I ain't even gonna say no. I'm just gonna start touching him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just going to flip up real quick.
Well, I think I would think that would be all of our. We would. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm looking at it weirdly. Like
yeah, I know when I was younger too. Like a lot younger, we got together. I was like 19, 20. There was one time when I woke up, I was already in her, and I was dead asleep.
But I don't.
And that was on her. She wanted it, and I gave it to her subconsciously, and woke up and gave it to her the rest of the way.
Really put it in? Okay.
That's like y'all was married.
No, that was when we first got together. That's what almost was like, damn, this girl's real. I'm gonna keep this one.
Hell yeah.
Keep her around a little bit.
That's borderline rape.
Well, no.
I have never told her no.
Right?
You but I guess sign a waiver right now that just says you can always get it.
No, I guess you're right because I could tell sometimes though where I've been sleeping, wake up with my wife on top of me. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I'm still trying to get. You wake up, you're in shock, your heart beating fast.
Yeah.
Like what's going on? So it take you a while to even.
Well, I know it took me a good 15 seconds to realize what was going on. It's almost like, is this a dream? Nope.
No, I get it.
So let's get back to this because this still blows my mind. So you meant to tell me y'all both would sit there and masturbate with your girl right next to you. How are y'all doing?
No, I'm not saying this is an everyday occurrence.
All right, I have
like
are y'all
a couple times? Are y'all I poked you in the back and you're like, leave me alone. It's like, all right, I'm just.
So are you just doing that off of basic or just of your imagination? Like I'm just gonna picture.
Oh, for sure. I can definitely fantasize.
Oh, so you're doing the same thing? No, see, I can't. I gotta get the phone, man. I gotta see it. So that's why I'm like, let me go to the next room because
that's almost like too. Like guys always said, they see a woman walking down the street and they're like, I'm gonna save that for later. What do you think that means? What are they saving that image for later?
That's true.
I've never.
And before porn was available, how did you masturbate before porn was available?
In magazines?
You always had a magazine?
I don't know. When was porn never available when you was younger?
Well, we grew up before the internet.
Exactly, I'm going to say that. I was just about to say that. No, we grew up before the internet was a thing.
No, because you had AOL. There was always stuff, even though download.
AOL took like 15 minutes.
Hey, the pictures show the pictures.
It wasn't massively made available. You had to have a credit card. You had to have a way to start a free trial. Trust me, I remember those days.
Listen, I used to turn those Cinemax and the TV was scrambled, but you could see a little nipple, and I would get it off.
So that's enough for you to get off. You can't fantasize to get off. That don't
I'm able to fantasize. I'm able to fantasize.
Don't sit here and act like y'all haven't watched Cinemax or Scramble Cinemax.
I have.
Oh, I know. I remember back in the day. It wasn't Cinemax. It was
HBO,
whatever the porn channel was. It used to be Playboy channel. Then it was Spice or something.
Because back in the days, this generation, the younger generation that would be listening to this and the older, but my older generation, they would know, like, you would turn it on and it would be scrambled, but you could still see everything.
I think it's funny, too. I didn't realize. I always used to think there was free trials for those channels. Then I realized my stepdad's ordering this shit, like, every 2 weeks.
Come on.
There ain't no free trials.
You watch it one time and then...
I
You go
was
back and watch it
dying.
again. It's
I
not
can see-
available now.
See
It
little
took,
Jace
it
turning
took
the
me
TV
years
on.
for that to
Where's the
happen.
pre-trial today?
You know I check it almost every night at that. It's like 13,
Well, yeah,
age
you got to.
13, 14.
Well, yeah.
It
If
took
it's,
me years to realize what was going on.
for sure, if it's gonna be there, then yeah, you definitely got to
You
take
might
it.
as well.
Yeah, you might as well. But I remember the little black boxes back in the days that you would hook up to your cable box. Yeah, and you can turn on the switch on the black
channel
box.
63 or
Yeah,
something.
and it would give you all of the Playboy channels and stuff.
And that's at the time when they had like 10 of them. They
I
had
don't even
Playboy
know how
East,
old I was.
West,
They
North,
had it
South.
all. And
Like it was
You
this whole.
yeah, you get that black
Nothing
box,
but
you look it up
Spanish.
to your cable box, you hit the switch, and you got all the channels.
I just thought it was funny. He
Showtime.
clearly ordered it and didn't realize it was going to every cable box in the house.
Oh, he was yeah.
That's back when
That
It
was
took
back.
me years to think though. Like, what?
Oh,
There's
he-
a lot of free trials on this shit.
Then that cable bill was high.
I bet it was because back then it was
He
the
in
Playboy
collections.
Channel if you wanted to order that.
Your
shit.
stepdaddy collections right now for that.
Oh yeah.
He in collections off of that
They
right now.
obviously aren't together anymore. This is years ago too. My mom's remarried to somebody else, but yeah, makes sense why his car was repoed.
He could pay the car note.
He got a collection bill right now
He
for it.
got a whole bunch of porn watching, but he couldn't pay the car note.
Well, I know we used to work for a cable company too, and Dee told me one time he saw somebody's bill that was
Oh
like
yeah,
$1,200 for
every
the
month. He would come in and pay with cash. I never wanted to touch his money.
Bro, how do you...
And at that time, porn was free on the internet. I wanted to tell him like, bro,
Older
you do know
generation doesn't
you can
realize
just Google this. It's free.
How though? How do you pay for that? I can't.
I don't
do
think
it.
I've ever paid for porn.
I can't do it.
Ever. Have you guys ever paid for porn?
I've never.
I'm
paid
not
for
actually
porn.
trying. I don't think I have. I'm trying to think about it.
Even now, you log onto Pornhub. $1 free trial for 90 days.
I would
No,
never
motherfucker,
pay
I'm not
for-
even giving
I
you
even
$1.
know I had a
Yeah.
couple coworkers that would go to. There was a Pickwick's, like a gas station, that would rent DVDs on the corner. And it was like 5 years ago. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you got internet and a computer.
Bro, right now I got like maybe 3 or 4 movies, and that's because my wife had got it for me for something. I can't remember.
porn movies?
Yeah,
Oh, so
but we watched.
you and
it
your
one
wife watch
time.
porn together?
Not lately, we haven't.
But
Like,
but y'all used to.
we have. It
Was
wasn't
this-
like a routine
Was this
thing.
before marriage or after marriage?
It was both. It was both.
Because usually you get that before marriage, after marriage.
Yeah,
it usually
after
changes.
marriage.
I
But
remember
but
like
no,
the
it was
second
both.
week I was with my girl. I stayed at her house. She had the DVD collection, and Girls Gone Wild was there.
Mm.
So
Oh,
I popped
Girls
it in.
Gone
She was
Wild.
mad for like a month, and I was a dumbass. I didn't know why.
Because
But
you watched
it was at her
Because
house.
yeah. Well,
It was in her collection. Well, she didn't
she
want
got
you to
mad
know.
that I popped. No, well, it
Oh,
was,
did you pop it? She was mad
I
because you
popped-
watched it without her.
no, she was like laying in bed and went to sleep, upset.
She like
Like, she
well, I'm
wouldn't-
sitting
maybe
right here,
she
but you
was-
rather watch that.
Yeah, maybe she was, it was that time of the month, and she didn't want to put out. And I'm like, let me pop this in, and she let me know like 2 years later how fucked up it was. I'm like, you've been harboring it this long.
I'm just trying to figure out what you did wrong because you found it in her collection.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was your movie. If it wasn't here, I'd have never watched that. You gonna get mad at
You
me?
got mad at me for watching your movie.
This is your fault. You should have got rid of the movie. So
Well, who knows that
technically,
you're
I'm mad at you for being
For
mad
being
at
mad
me
at me.
for keeping this movie. What are you talking about?
Well, she obviously got over it.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I would have been like, I'm mad at you because you put me in this situation to watch this movie by having it there. Like, what are we
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
I didn't know about it till like 2
Let's
years
keep it
later.
100,
I just
like,
got
come on.
attitude for a week and was like, man,
Why
That's-
are you mad at me?
That's crazy. Do you watch porn with your wife?
no. We've never watched porn together.
No.
No.
I think.
Actually, when me and my wife did watch it, it was either the girl on girl or it was the reality one that I was talking about, the Playboy TV foursome or whatever. Like we literally went back
And watch all the episodes.
all the episodes. I ain't gonna say all of
But
them.
y'all
at
probably
least
didn't. Y'all probably didn't
15
even
or
watch
20
it.
of them.
I'm assuming y'all didn't watch it for the sexual stuff of it. Y'all watch it probably for the. I'm assuming if you went back to watch episode one, it was for the
That in
dialogue.
itself, too, like it's
like
more
it
really got
It's
documentary.
more documentary and dialogue. You
Right.
wanted to see what it.
It got interesting.
What it was
You know
about.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It really did
So y'all wasn't
catch
watching it
our
for the.
attention.
Y'all wasn't watching it for the sexual aspect
Nah,
of
it
it. Y'all
was
was
just
just
like,
watching it
damn.
for like, whoa, what's going to happen in this episode? So let's go back and see. what
that's
this show is
it
about.
was.
The only time I've watched something like that was the Bunny Ranch, where they did.
Oh, Bunny
I heard-
Ranch
I
on
there
know
was
HBO.
something
I
like
heard of
10 or
HBO.
20 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to
And
watch
And they
Bunny
just
Ranch.
kind of showed how it ran, but they would all show you, so and so is going with this girl, and it would show you them fucking, etc.
Yeah, I
even on
remember the Bunny
Netflix
Ranch.
now they got some porn documentaries.
I ain't even-
Yeah, I was scrolling through Netflix and it said something about what's the name of it? I can't remember
I've
the
seen a
name
couple,
of it, but it
not
got
on
a
Netflix.
documentary
It
like
might be on
after
there.
porn or something like
Yeah,
that.
that might have been the
Life
one I
After
watched
Porn?
that I was
Yeah,
talking
something
about
like that.
Yeah, I
earlier.
seen the title. I never watched it, but I seen the title of it.
It's about the woman coming out of porn and them talking about the industry and kind of how fucked
Exactly
up it
how
is.
it's fucked up in the industry. So
I always got why people frown on porn so much because technically everybody has sex. So I mean, I get it. There's a lot of religious stuff in the world, but everybody has sex. So
the thing about it, when it comes down to the whole religious thing, you still had sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how were you born?
I think it's just
you had sex.
Your
parents had to have sex.
Porn is at a all-time high now because it's just available at an all-time high now than it was back in the days.
So. Oh yeah, that's what a lot of things now.
Yeah, there used to be an industry standard, and there was actual rules to follow. Now it's just a bunch of guys with cameras.
That's all.
Right.
Hell, half of the shit's on. Half of it is cell phone video with the whole amateur thing. I think amateur is like one of the top.
Right, amateur is the top. Yeah, because you can put yourself on
like my top 3
for your searches
for categories.
Categories.
Sure.
My categories is always girl on girl or Latina, Spanish. I mean, that's usually my two go-tos. Which is probably why Florida's number 1 for Latina.
All the porn you're watching.
I would go say.
Florida's
I'm not going to say
Latinos because how many Latinos are here?
Well,
they're watching their own kind, is what it is. Just like I saw Japan on the list. Like I wasn't so much surprised. Well, yeah, but so Asian was number 1. It's like, okay, I can understand that. Hentai's number 2. What the fuck?
That's that cartoon.
That's that cartoon.
That's yeah.
I don't see how people can.
I remember I had a friend that gave me
culture.
Yeah, true. I had a friend that gave me I didn't know what hentai was. He was like, "Yo, this a cool ass animated fighting movie or whatever." I'm like, "All right, cool. Let me watch that."
Fighting movie.
Yeah, this motherfucker told me it was fighting. I'm so happy and glad that at the time when I was watching it, my son was only like, I don't know, 8 months. So he didn't know.
He had no idea what
first
we
of
started
all,
watching it together. Then when I seen it, I'm like,
he doesn't watch anime, so
hold
to
on.
give you an idea, D, like he thought it was like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
right.
I guess
that's what I think.
I guess my
like
follow-up question would be, how long did you watch the movie?
Oh, I watched the whole thing.
Oh, I knew when he said, "Thank God my son was only 8 months old." He didn't turn it off.
But I took him in a room. I put him down for a nap.
And I
went back and started watching
he would have
it.
contemplated turning it off.
And bro, it was the
Might
craziest
not.
shit ever. Motherfucking aliens with goddamn probes and shit. Like what?
That's just awkward to me watching that. I
It
can
is
never.
for sure. I actually like anime. I could never watch him.
I just don't understand why
funny.
people get off on that. Like I don't see why you would get off on something like that. I remember that when we was at work and that one dude used to always come in and talk about Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah, that dude was nuts.
And I guarantee that he was one of those.
He was probably. I mean, I used to watch Sailor Moon. I ain't even gonna
He
lie.
was obsessed.
Really?
Like, and I think
Bruce. He was like 55, maybe 50
yeah,
years old.
he was obsessed with Sailor Moon.
Damn.
Yeah,
See, I used to like Sailor Moon back in the
creepy.
day. I ain't even gonna lie. I used
Yeah,
to
but
watch
he was
all
on
that
some
shit,
like
but
some porn type stuff with Sailor Moon.
It went
like,
from
was-
talking about the chick from High School Musical when her photos leaked or something like that. I don't
wasn't she
remember
like
her
a
name.
fucking
To Sailor
15,
Moon.
16-year-old girl though?
Well, she was 18, I think, or something at that point.
Oh, okay.
I never watched the cartoon. I mean, I
But
knew
he
what
went
she
from
was.
talking to her to Sailor Moon, and I already knew where his mindset
Yes,
was.
yeah.
And I was like, just get me out of this conversation / please leave my store.
Yeah, it's crazy the thirst level for porn. But to wrap this up, we get to the end of the episode. So I guess to sum this up, I don't even know where we started with the whole porn because it just went sideways.
Went a little crazy.
We're a little crazy, but
porn is porn.
Porn is porn. I mean, you're gonna watch it just because it's available to you.
Yep.
It's also there's no way to get around it.
Porn's never gonna die. It's always gonna be here.
I'm still tripping on that. Bruce said that he doesn't masturbate watching porn. I want to know everybody who's listening to this, anybody who's listening to this. Let me know what you think about that. Comment on the page. Let us know if you're the same way.
If you just watch it,
you just watching to watch it, or are you watching it to get off?
Comment and say if you have to watch porn versus not. to get off as well. I'd be interested.
Well, yeah,
to
I
see
need to know
the
if you could.
responses
If,
on
yeah,
that.
if you, I think women probably. I think if women listen to this, they probably fantasize more and get off without watching porn. But I'm assuming 90% of the guys need to watch porn to get off instead of
So I don't think it's that
fantasize.
high.
You don't think it's that high?
Please comment and let us know. I don't think it's that
Yeah,
high.
because I need to know. Maybe I'm the eyeball out, but I just can't.
I could definitely
You starting to feel the
fantasize
type
on
of way
something.
now.
Yeah, I just can't sit there and just be like, you know what? Let me just fantasize about an ass standing in front of me, and then I'm gonna masturbate to it.
You got to build a story in your head, man.
Exactly.
Man,
You just gotta have that.
why build a story
that
when I can pull it
mind.
up on porn and go watch the pizza man knock on the door, and there's the story. Like,
if you got a good imagination, then go anywhere.
I was just about to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your imagination is amazing, bro.
well, I can tell you two are the kids. You two are the kids that grew up. Probably had a visible friend that you guys played with, probably because
I ain't had no invisible
maybe
friend,
y'all talk to
but
yourself a lot, play with
I
toys.
did.
and stuff.
I ain't gonna lie about that. I did.
Fucking 90% of the women that I came across as a kid, but
That's crazy.
Definitely.
Well, to wrap this up, we just want to say thank you for listening to this episode.
please like and subscribe.
Yeah, please comment on those questions. Let us know what you think about the episode. Let us know what we need to work on. Let us know what we're what we're talking about. If we're going a little overboard, or let me know if I'm going a little overboard. If maybe I need to try this fantasizing thing. Maybe I need to sit back one night.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Smash that like
On the next episode.
Yeah, hit that like, punch that like. Let us know. Let us know what you think.
Deuces.
Peace.